The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Locke. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And Geisman complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 73 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. From the gun, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line.
28-yard line.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On third down, Johnson. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. It's Watson. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
A gain of 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, Broncos.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Texans nothing.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dylan Cole. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
At the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson to give. This is Johnson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Second catch in this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Complete. That's Fuller. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Stop short of the
no gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. The Texans 30, 39 yards there, a big one.
I can't help but laugh, and the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Texans' 14-yard line.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw it is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ball carrier taken down at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Second and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Broncos.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. Open man, the tight end falls. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
First and 10.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down, Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Watson off play action. They'll buy some time running. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, flush to his right. And he finds Stills, complete. They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, 33 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The kickoff for Houston.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Locke now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsay, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Locke. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. Right at 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
24-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have broken the tie. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Brendan McManus.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Watson flushed out right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson. He scored the run and through the air. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. But he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here to play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the interception, here's Watson. Cooks has it over the middle. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running around and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. Off of play action, it's Watson rolling to his right, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson, escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 32 yards. And the Texans have broken the tie.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Texans 35, Broncos 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Block now on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field, they can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This one's brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And Watson's going to throw it here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it. Fakes
the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. Third down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on
back to throw. Watson forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. Throw he probably shouldn't have made. Rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Gary Conley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that will bring a finish to this ball game. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.